Hey there, welcome to the Play Everyday Show. I'm Jason, and I just learned a Taylor Swift song called Out of the Woods. It's part of a larger project of recording an album of songs for just fiddle and voice. So I'm gonna play just a little bit of it for you now, and then talk about how I arranged it and how I practiced it. So here we go. Looking at it now, last December, we were built to fall apart, then fall back together. Are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet good? So, Taylor's original version was in C major, and it was a 4/4 kind of very upbeat pop song, like something like, are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods? Yet are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear? Are we in the clear? Are we in the clear? Are we in the clear yet good? Something like that. And then Ryan Adams, a great singer-songwriter, I think is friends with Taylor, he made a cover version of the song. In fact, he covered her entire album 1989, which was her breakout pop album. He covered the entire thing, and his version of the song was way more melancholy, way more like a Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska era song, and really loved his version, and he turned it into a waltz. So his feel is more like, are we out, are we out, are we out, woods, are we out, are we out, are we out, woods, are we out, are we out, are we out of the woods, are we in, are we in, are we in the clear, yeah, good. So I modeled my version after his version. Now, when I play on songs in any way, I really try to listen to what the song is saying. What does the song want? And so basically that was calling to me, Ryan's version. But as I worked through it, I came to realize that I needed to do it in the key of F, which worked best for my voice. And then I also kind of drifted from the waltz beat to more of a 6/8 rhythmic feel. Here it goes. So it starts on F to C to D minor, B flat major. And so that's pretty much the whole song. And so I'm gonna get a little bit more into how I practice it. But one thing about performing it, this has been a thing I've been discovering slowly throughout my life, is that when you're playing backup, the backup part has to kind of duck in and out to create space for the vocal. So maybe during the solo I'm playing out more, but then when I'm singing, I really have to pull it back, pull the volume back on the violin. Looking at it now, all seems so simple. And maybe let it swell when I'm not singing to kind of remind you and give the listener a little bit of context of the chords and where the song is going. So I practiced this song a lot without the vocal even, just practicing that part over and over again. And then I separately practiced the vocal. I did it in a few different ways. I did it with a drone track. Are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods? And I did it with very simple guitar strumming. Are we out out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Go. I also did some practice of just kind of speaking and chanting the lyrics. Looking at it now, it all seems so simple. We were lying on your couch, I remember. You took a Polaroid of us, on and on. But somehow, like, for me, a way to unlock songs is to speak the lyrics, to get a feel of the meaning of the words, and then also just helps singing it, to think of the singing as kind of a conversational process. When it came time to sync up the vocal with the fiddle backup part, I spent a lot of time on just the first line of the chorus, looping it until it started to flow. Are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods? By focusing on that chunk and getting that one piece to sound really good, to really flow, it helped me to unlock the song. And it really helps me to unlock any song, really, to get one part starting to sound like music. So after I was able to sing and play the entire song, which took a while. It took me many months to really learn and arrange this song, and it didn't all happen at once. I basically worked on it, let it go, put it on the back burner, come back to it, and sometimes devote a whole session to it, and then sometimes just kind of hit it up, play it a few times just to see if anything new arose, or just to keep it in my mind, keep it fresh, and then move on. So, but anyway, I was gonna say that I worked out a solo for this song. So again, I tried to listen to what emerges from the song. And a lot of times the key to making a good solo is to really just know the vocal melody and have that be your guide. So the vocal melody played on the fiddle sounds a little bit like. And then I tried to combine that in interesting ways with the backup rhythm part, like. So here's the two married together. I'll do it a little slower. And on and on. So a few other things, two more things I really want to say about learning and practicing this song. One is I got really into making recordings recently. Very lo-fi recordings using just the Voice Memos app on my phone. But just sort of making it a rule, every time I play, press record, make maybe a long rambling recording for like 15 minutes, and then make a second short recording to kind of summarize any new things that I did on the song. And then I just kind of labeled each song like Out of the Woods, fiddle solo. And that really helped to see the progress and kind of helped me to figure out what was working the next time I played. And also it was just kind of fun to just see it as like an audio practice journal. I made another lesson on that, by the way, which I'll link in the description, on how to use recording as an audio practice journal. All right, and then the last main thing I wanted to talk about was project-based learning. So I've been playing a long time, and sometimes throughout my life as a musician, I've fallen into ruts with playing where I just kind of like feel like I'm not getting anywhere, or I'm not that interested. And so it helps to take on a new project to give yourself new energy and new excitement to kind of rededicate yourself to the instrument. So for me, recording an album of songs for fiddle and voice, which is part of what this is about, doing this song, is my project. And I don't really know what will happen with it, but I'm excited. I feel excited to do it, so I'm gonna do it. And part of what is fun for me is sharing it with you guys as we go, all right? But you can do projects of your own. Like you can do recordings as well. They don't have to be professional level recordings either. You could simply record a song using your voice app, Memos app, whatever it is, whatever device you got. Record it every time you practice it and start to notice how it evolves, how it gets better, how you get more relaxed with it. You know, pay attention to that, how you feel each time you record it. You start to get familiar with it, start to sound like a friend. Okay, and then just a few other project ideas to help you bust out of that rut if you happen to be in a rut with your playing, is to make a video is another idea. Just make a video of the same process as the audio recording, but make a video, share it with your friends. Another idea is to book a low pressure gig somewhere, birthday party or bar mitzvah. That might be high pressure, I don't know. Farmer's market, stuff like that. And so if you have some kind of like very low pressure gig, it gives you something to work towards. It gives you like, okay, I gotta get together 10 songs and I really need to practice each one and I need to figure out the flow. So those are just some ideas to help you guys with that. And anyway, that's about it for my journey so far with the Fiddle Songs project and learning the Taylor Swift song. I'm grateful to her and to Ryan Adams for making such a great cover of it. And that's about all I got to say. My wife brought me a very healthy lunch with hard-boiled eggs, nuts and oranges and avocado square. So I think I'm gonna eat. I'm kind of hungry, but hey, I'll see you next time. Go to FiddleHed.com for a progressive step-by-step course outline, color-coded tabs, play-along tracks, sheet music, and much more. Thanks for watching the Fiddlosophy. Excellent! And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.